Autism. Signs, symptoms, causes, and treatment for personality disorders. Written by Heather Foreman, David Kelvins, and Sid Van Roy. Narrated by Rory Young, Wes Grant, and Doug Greene.
ADHD. Diagnoses, Difficulties, and Advice for Hyperactive Children and Adults. Written by Heather Foreman. Narrated by Rory Young. Chapter 1. Do children with ADHD become grown-ups with ADHD? Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder, ADHD, is a condition identified by inattentive and/or hyperactive impulsive behaviors that persist for 6 months or longer. About 6% of kids and adolescents, and about 3% of adults, have ADHD because the signs are comparable in children and grown-ups. It has been presumed that ADHD is the same disorder regardless of age. Therefore, most physicians have concluded that grown-ups with ADHD have had ADHD since they were young, and that many kids with ADHD become grown-ups with ADHD. Regardless of this commonly held belief, there have been few research studies directly addressing this problem. An essential paper recently released in the American Journal of Psychiatry by Terry Moffat, Avshalom Caspi, and co-workers provides strong proof that difficulties these presumptions. This study is compelling just because it uses a longitudinal design involving over 1,000 individuals born between April 1972 and March 1973 in Dunedin, New Zealand. That large group of people has been carefully evaluated at regular intervals with the most current assessment at 38 years of age. This potential longitudinal design is ideal for determining what happens to kids with a diagnosis of ADHD as they get older. Additionally, it provides the investigators with the ability to look at information that have been gathered when adults with adult-onset ADHD were young. Importantly, results from this research study were not likely to be affected by treatment of ADHD because medications were seldom used for ADHD in New Zealand in the 1970s. This research team found that 95% of the kids with ADHD no longer met requirements for ADHD at age 38, i.e., only 3 of the 61 kids diagnosed with ADHD still had symptoms sufficient for a diagnosis of ADHD when they were 38 years of age. Of the 31 adults with a diagnosis of ADHD at age 38, only 3 had ADHD as a child.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?